on those days where it was like 105, so I was like, okay, she's old, she's a 2004, maybe she doesn't love me anymore, you know. So we decided that we were going, well, okay, no, I asked Sean what I should do, and he said, well, let's start with the cheapest option, and we'll do the thermostat. So a thermostat is about $6. So Sean went and got it, and he replaced it. And what happened?
The bolt snapped. The housing bolt snapped. And it leaked everywhere. Antifreeze leaked everywhere.
A housing bolt snapped.
Yeah.
And antifreeze leaked everywhere. Yep. You're quiet now.
Well.
So, we thought that it was okay. And I tried to. We knew the bolt snapped, but it was holding and it wasn't leaking everywhere. So the next day was a Thursday, and I was like, oh, I gotta go to work. So I'm about 2 blocks from the house, and the temperature gauge on my car, which I lovingly call Betty, shoots to the moon. And I'm like, oh, I am not going to work today. So I call my job, and I'm like, sorry. Turn around, and I come home. I woke Sean up, and I told him what was happening, and then I went and laid back down, and I got on Facebook, and I'm scrolling through Facebook, and I find something that was very interesting, and it is something that Sean has been looking for. Sean has been in the market for a new car for a couple of months now, and he's just been waiting to find exactly what he wanted, and he had a couple of ideas in mind. But Sean has always wanted one particular type of truck since I've known him. And I found it on that morning, and I would not have had I gone to work. So, you want to tell him about Gideon?
Yeah, so we found Gideon on the morning that Betty decided to absolutely obliterate herself. Gideon is a 2000 Chevy Silverado. Heavy-duty suspension, long bed.
Red.
Red, yes, red. Every trim package available. Bed cover. Really expensive sound system inside him, which wasn't listed as a selling feature, so that was interesting to get.
And they actually took $500 less than they asked for.
Yes.
Which we were like, well, because it costs like $1 million to tag and title a car in Illinois. Like $1 million.
Yeah, he was kind of everything. He checked all the boxes that I was looking for and came with extras. So, came with a sound system and an exhaust system and low mileage for his year, low mileage for his age.
Less than Betty.
So, yeah, I mean, Gideon was an absolutely amazing find. And
which would not have happened if Betty had not broke down.
Right.
Because I would have been at work and not on Facebook.
So, yeah, that's the story of Gideon, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
We take him everywhere.
We do. I make him drive now.
He's absolutely phenomenal on gas for a full-size truck. It's a 2-week fill. I mean, it's still $50 because he has a full-size truck, but yeah, I just absolutely amazing find and 0 complaints.
Sean is very happy with Gideon. Betty is fixed. We had to take her to a shop, and they had to get that pulled out and all the things. And she was fine until last week when I was driving to work. I pull in the parking lot at work. I hear this kaplunk, and all of a sudden my car will not stop. And I hear this terrible grinding noise, and thought I was going to go through the fence and hit a building because the car wouldn't stop. I called Sean and I was like, you're going to have to come get me from work today. This is what happened. So Sean came and rescued me. Apparently Betty does not like any bolts. Any of them. She broke another one and shook the sister's surgeon. My sister had some minor surgery done, and they were hit by another woman. It was monsooning, so they didn't have time to stop. Unfortunately, they were in my mother's car, and so now all that I hear about when I talk to my mother is how her car, Blue, is gone. So now my mom's looking for a car. I really wish she wouldn't get another one at all, but she's going to, guys, just so it can sit in the driveway and she can look at it and go get diet soda when she wants to.
Yeah, once a week.
Maybe.
Once a week.
My first thought when Betty did the thing last week was, I can't borrow Blue because Blue is gone. The airbags went off. My sister, I think, was knocked unconscious for a little. My nephew was quite shooken up. I immediately left work to go get them. But here's the disadvantage between both Betty and Gideon. We only have 2-door cars now.
Yeah, Gideon. I forgot. Yeah, Gideon's a single cab.
Only 2 doors. So
no back seat.
Wait, yeah, there was no. So I went to pick them up. Now my nephew is 20 years old, and he's a big dude. He is 6 foot something. I don't even know.
6 foot, very large.
6 foot, very large. He can barely get in my backseat. Now my backseat's full sized, but you have to climb between the door frame and the other seat to get back there. So when we got back to my mom's house to drop them off, he was like, "Somebody get me out of here." So I had to help him get out. It's very strange how he does it. Maybe I should bribe him so I can film it one time. Anyway. So that has been another exciting event. That was right in the midst of me having all of my poison ivy from the dog.
Yep.
My dog loves me so much that she brings me poison ivy from outside.
Every couple weeks.
A lot. It was several times last summer. It's only been a couple times this summer.
Twice.
I have a little bit right now. But she gets it in the weeds and romps and stomps and then brings it in and lays against me. I never knew this was possible until now, and I am highly allergic to poison ivy. Luckily, I work in a place where I can get treated for such things, so got a steroid shot, got some prednisone, couldn't sleep for a couple weeks. That was quite terrible. When your whole freaking body is itchy, it's just, ugh. Let's see. I have a list. Don't I have a list? I think I got most of the things on the list.
That's everything you told me.
No, I didn't talk about Saga and the mouse.
Oh.
Yeah, you weren't.
That's about.
Yeah,
that's all you need from me.
So yeah, you can stay if you want. It's up to you. Whenever you want. So I was on the phone with my mom, as we usually are, of a Sunday evening, and all of a sudden she's talking to the cat, whose name is Saga, and she's like, what do you got? Now, funny story, and Sean, I don't even know if you know this, but the people at my job call me Squeaky Shay sometimes because my voice gets squeaky as I talk. I did not realize that this was an inherited trait that I picked up from my mother.
It's gotta be your Barbie voice.
It's gotta be my Barbie.
I never hear it.
Does.
I never hear it.
I hear it. I don't do it on purpose, but I do hear it. As I'm addressing patients, it kind of is like a question where my voice kind of goes up at the end.
Your professional voice.
It's my professional voice.
Professional voice.
Yeah. So, anyway, my mom also has this squeakiness because when she realized that the cat had walked into her room with a live mouse in its mouth by the tail, she executed said squeaky voice. Now, I can't hear what's going on. I could only hear her ask Saga what that was. I remember my mom as a child, we had a hamster, and the hamster got loose, so in my head, this is very much what it looked like. But instead of being in the middle of the kitchen table, she was in the middle of her bed, screaming about this mouse that was now in her bedroom, running around. My I'm the one looking in the mirror, and I know you guys don't care if I'm bald or not, but it's very hard. It's very hard. I work with people all the time. I'm here with you guys on YouTube, so I'm trying to combat it as much as possible. I don't know anything about wigs. I don't know anything about that stuff. I'm not that fancy, so I would just like it to grow back normally. It's gonna take a long time. My hair is almost down to my butt. If you guys don't know that, it is well past the dip in my back. I've been trying for years and years to get it that long, and of course, as soon as I do, it decides it wants to fall out. Like it's like running away in protest or something. I don't know. Oh, it just drives me absolutely crazy, and I get very, very depressed about it sometimes. I'm trying. Anyway, I think that's pretty much, it's everything on the list. I was going to talk about 3,500 subscribers, but we're well past that now. We're almost to 4,000. I would love to know what you guys would like to see for 4,000 subscribers on my channel. We could do another video, a question and answer video. You could ask Sean questions. We just did a Q&A though. I did. We could play another game. It's too bad more challenges aren't quiet. I want to do Chubby Bunny. I don't know who would win, truthfully, but I don't think. Oh, okay. Okay. But I don't.
Are you trying to say your mouth is bigger than mine?
Yes. I mean, you eat way more than I do, but I talk way more than you do. Okay. But I don't think we could do that quietly. And you have to be able to hear the person say Chubby Bunny. Otherwise, it's not a challenge, so we couldn't voice over it. No. Yeah, I don't know. I think we should do something fun, though. 4,000 is a lot, and it's way more than I thought I would ever have. And I would like you guys to shout out down below if you think Sean needs to do more ASMR content on my channel, because he does a lot of gaming videos and typing videos, and I think he has a good voice for ASMR content, but he doesn't use it very much. I'm trying to get you to talk here.
Yeah, I'm talking.
I know.
Hi.
Sean has a bit of a sore throat, so I kind of bribed him to do these videos with me today, and he's a very good sport about it. I know he absolutely thinks I'm crazy sometimes, but again, this channel is way more than we ever expected it to be, and we are thankful for each and every one of you for continuing to watch and support us along this crazy journey we call life. Right? It's crazy.
You call it that.
It's crazy.
I don't call it that.
Our crazy journey of life. What do you call it?
It's just life.
This life is crazy. If it can happen to me, it does happen to me.
No, it will, yeah.
I have told him from day one, I have this curse upon my family name that I will not tell you, but it has rubbed off upon him, and it is not his last name.
I didn't believe her till I married her.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he picked it up. It now has rubbed off upon him.
Yep.
I curse thee in the name of my family.
'cause I don't like